Welcome back to another video. My name is River, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about my creative journey. I feel as if I am in the midpoint of my creative journey. I've grown so much over the years, and I feel like I just have so much more to go. But as of recent, I've felt so confident in my ability to create stuff, and I've felt so motivated to keep on going even when I'm defeated or unmotivated. And I make this video to hopefully shine some light on what a creative journey may look like, and hopefully inspire, people going through similar things. I'm 19 years old. I'm not afraid to share that with you guys. Will I get murdered? Possibly. Do I care? Possibly. But I feel as if that says a lot about this journey, because I'm at an age in my life where you're supposedly meant to plant these seeds and watch them grow. The seeds from your childhood are supposed to now come to fruition and help you on this journey of life. This is the age where high school's over, you're moving from the realm of being a kid to being an adult, you have college, taxes, fees, debt. There's so many things in life that you're starting to see from another angle, because you're now being pushed through a new phase and a new stage. This is where a lot of us start to see the parts of us that we want to hold on to and the parts of us that we want to let go of. And for those of us who grew up with a lot of creative tendencies, you really start to see the things that are of value to you and that really and truly do bring you joy, and the things that have stuck with you through the years. So I grew up always on my mind wanting to be an actor, wanting to be a performer. Since I was 3 years old, I told my mom, I want to be a star. I want to be on that TV screen, because it was always something that was so fascinating to me. And as a kid, I saw it as a way to have fun and make money. And obviously, growing up over the years, I learned that that is not the case. About a couple years ago in middle school and high school, I felt as if my creative journey had hit a standstill, per se, because I hit a block, because there was so much I wanted to do creatively that I just couldn't bring myself anymore to do, because I felt as if, growing up in the place that I did, there was no point in trying, because how would I be able to make it out of there and make it, in a room of people that have had such different training and backgrounds. And I just felt like I wasn't ready. I felt like I wasn't deserving of continuing this life of creating, So I kept doing what made me happy, which was acting, trying to find opportunities. There were so little of them that I ended up, writing my own plays. I would do some voice acting online. Voice acting, that's a whole other thing I want to talk about, because, I grew up with such a unique voice too, that I got a lot of hate just for sounding the way I did. So at that phase in my life and at that point in my journey, I would say that's the beginning, like high school, because, when you're a kid, you're just going through things. And then when you're finally old enough to comprehend life, then you decide to let go, like I said. But, I never let go of this part of me. Whenever I was sad or I would cry, my ways of coping was picking up a paper and a pen and writing a poem, or In class, I had my little laptop and I would type away on Google Docs, just writing, and creating stuff with my mind and telling myself, you know, I want to perform one day. I want to be on a stage. I want to grow up into the actor that I can be. And I taught myself how to play a lot of instruments. I'm not the best at these instruments, but I am proficient because I was pushing myself. Even though I felt like I hit a standstill and I wasn't going to go anywhere, I wanted to still be happy with where I was. So then I was going through it. I was at the top of most of my classes because that was always a backup plan, just being proficient in academics. That was kind of the baseline, and it still is for a lot of us, going off to school. In 2018, that was 10th grade, high school, the start of high school, so the end of junior high. I was given the opportunity to join Drama and Poetry Club. I loved it, so I ran for president and I got vice. Whoop-de-doo. I did the best I could. And I was feeling a little better about going through with life. And I did. And then I got the opportunity to see a Broadway show. Now, when I was very young, maybe about 4 years old, I got to see The Lion King, and I didn't appreciate it because I was like, I wanted to see Mary Poppins with the umbrella. I didn't know how much it would mean to me. I was barely able to walk and do basic human things. So I got a chance to see another show, Be More Chill, and it was amazing. Not just the show itself, but seeing actors performing right in front of me. And I said, I made it that far, to New York City, to a place where so many dreams happen. I can do this. And I went on with my schooling. I continued to do the things that made me happy, like with guitar and piano and sing and write songs and write stories and write poems and write shows, write musicals. I just did things that made me happy, and I told myself, I'm doing all of this, something good is to come out of it, And then I finished high school during the pandemic. This was like, whoa, during this time I worked so hard, since there was less time in school, I spent more time focusing on building myself up creatively and researching institutions where I could take it to the next level. And that's where I saw my school, the college that I'm currently attending. It's an acting school. And going to this school, it was a complete upside down of my childhood, because the kid that was so passionate about making it and performing was now placed in a position where I had to do that every day in front of teachers to be judged for my ability to perform. That's not inherently a bad thing, but that definitely changes your perception on something. So I was like, wow, I'm here with so many other performers, but why am I not happy? I'm acting. This is all I wanted. All I wanted to do was perform, and I'm here. I'm in a place where I have so many opportunities to do that. And after I finish, I'll have so many opportunities to continue with that. If I just work hard, I can do this. And then it felt like I started slipping, because now all of a sudden performing, it didn't make me happy anymore. And then I realized, what happened to all of those things that you used to do to bring you joy? Because when you didn't have an opportunity to act, what did you do? You wrote, you sung songs, you played instruments, You don't have the time for that anymore. Now you're doing what you wanted to do, so why aren't you happy? And then I realized acting is incredible. I mean, I love acting, but what I really love to do all along wasn't about that. It was about creating things, creating memories, creating stories in these worlds inside of my mind. And luckily with the program that I was in, it's like a hybrid acting and film program. So we're not only studying acting, we're also studying like how to direct a movie. And I found so much joy in doing that. And then I feel like once I was able to balance both of those worlds, which was like very recently, like I'm gonna say maybe a couple months ago, because it's now third semester. I just felt so much better, and I don't know, I feel like the whole world right now is currently in my hands, and I just have so many stories I want to tell and so many things I want to do. And I feel like because of that, I'm like now at the halfway point of my journey. And I would define that as having everything I need now to do what I want. Having everything I need now to make that mark on the world that I always dreamed of doing. And having everything I need to create and do it properly. And with that, I mean, it is now 2022, December something, 26, Christmas was yesterday, and next year is 2023. To be quite honest with you, I don't know how much longer the world is going to last, because, I mean, everybody's talking about so many things, but I do know that I want to do as much as I can for 2023. I feel as if this is my year to really, you know, get out there, to really shine, to flourish, to see some of the trees, you know, from the seeds I've been planting. So I don't know, I just turned on the camera to tell you that. And again, expect to see lots of content. But yeah, that's my creative journey.